Good morning, students. Welcome to the session. You see, last time, for the last two sessions, I have been discussing the theme, no? Poem number 7, your textbook 7. You see, unit number 7, page 33. Page 33. Okay? My grandmother's house. I told you, I explained you the theme of this poem in detail in the previous session. Now today let us begin the poem. The main theme again, no, it is discontent and disillusionment. And Kamala Das criticizes patriarchal society, પુરુષ પ્રધાન સમાજ જે છે, પુરુષ પ્રધાન સમાજ જે છે તેની અહીંયા ક્રિટિસિઝમ છે. And the tone of the poem is entirely feminine, remember. And again, it is a reminiscence of childhood. Reminiscence એટલે યાદ, બચપણની યાદ છે. When she was a child of 7 or 8, she used to visit her grandmother's house, and where Kamala Das received a lot of love, a true love, selfless love. And that love filled her existence with meaning. But after the death of her grandmother, the house becomes completely empty, without any feelings. This is what Kamala Das says. No, there now, you see, the very first line of the poem, there is a house now far away where once I received love. The language of the poem is simple. Language is simple. There is a house now far away where once I received love. In the very first line of the poem, Kamala Das talks about a house where once she received love. In the very first line of the poem, she confesses the thing. The most important thing is, the most important word is love. She received a lot of love there, you see, and that love was a selfless love, pure love, without any selfish motive. When Kamala Das was a child, of 7 or 8 years, she used to visit her grandmother's house. Her grandmother loved her. Her love was full of compassion. She was a kind woman. And that is why many years after her death, Kamala Das still remembers that house. Now Kamala Das is a middle-aged woman, but still she remembers childhood days. આજે તો કમલા દાસની ઉંમર મોટી થઈ ગઈ છે, 45-50 વર્ષની એમની ઉંમર છે જ્યારે આ કવિતા લખી. પરંતુ એ બચપણમાં નાના હોય છે ત્યારે એમના ગ્રાન્ડ મધરના ઘેર જાય છે, ત્યારે જે પ્રેમ એના ગ્રાન્ડ મધર તરફથી એને મળે છે એની મૂડી છે. That love was an asset, remember. And remember one thing, pure love, selfless love is very difficult to find. It is not available in market anywhere. Even if you spend millions and billions of dollars, trillions of dollars and pounds, it is not available in market. True love is priceless. Mother's love is like this. Your parents love you in the most selfless manner, and this love is priceless. And you see, whether it is man or animal, we all require love to survive. Without love, without genuine love, life is meaningless. Our existence is meaningless without love. And that is why Kamala Das, in the very first line of the poem, talks about the love which she received from her grandmother. And again, let me tell you, I will repeat this thing again and again, no? That the love is selfless. નિસ્વાર્થ છે. અહીંયા આ પ્રેમ જે છે તે કશું રિટર્નમાં મેળવવા માટે નથી. When we do something for someone, we want something in return from that person. That is not love. That is a sort of bargain. I have done this thing for you, so you should do this thing for me. Most of the love, adult love, is like this. So, the thing which you call love, actually it is not love. Love demands sacrifice. If you are willing, if you are ready to sacrifice whatever you have for the person whom you love, without expecting anything in return, that is true love. તમારી પાસે જે કંઈ પણ વસ્તુ છે એ તમે જેને પ્રેમ કરો છો એના માટે ન્યોછાવર કરવાની તૈયારી હોય અને રિટર્નમાં કશું મેળવવું નથી, એ પ્યોર લવ છે. અને એટલા જ માટે મેં તમારા પેરેન્ટ્સનું એક્ઝામ્પલ આપ્યું કે યોર પેરેન્ટ્સ, યોર મધર, યોર ફાધર લવ યુ selflessly. Their love is a priceless love. Gandhiji and Bhagat Singh, Subhash Chandra Bose, they loved India. They sacrificed their lives for the sake of the country. That is true love. So, remember, love makes us stronger. So, in the very first line, this first line is important, no? Because here Kamala Das acknowledges the fact that she received a lot of love, selfless love from her grandmother. Now the next line, no, next sentence. That woman died, but That woman means her grandmother passed away. Her grandmother had died. And now let us see what happens to the house. Grandmother was an old woman. After a few years, she passed away. She died. And what happens to the house? થોડા વર્ષો પછી ગ્રાન્ડમધરનું અવસાન થઈ જાય છે. And there was a sort of void, remember. Void એટલે ખાલીપો. ઘરનું શું થાય છે? જે ઘરની મુલાકાત લે છે. Let's see. The house withdrew into silence. That house became silent. The word silent is important. મકાન શાંત થઈ ગયું. મકાનની કોઈ કિંમત નથી. Remember, the most important thing is the person who live there. It was the grandmother's presence which made this house alive. After her death, house became silent. It became a building. એ માત્ર બિલ્ડિંગ બની જાય છે. ઘર ખામોશ થઈ જાય છે. એક વ્યક્તિ જે છે જેને કારણે આખું ઘર જીવંત હતું, એ વ્યક્તિનું અવસાન થાય છે. And there was a sort of void. એક શૂન્યાવકાશ સર્જાઈ જાય છે. Snakes moved among books. I was then too young to read, and my blood turned cold like the moon. Now, the house was deserted. After the death of grandmother, no one lived in that house. And that is why snakes used to visit the house. And there were books. Some books were there, which Kamala Das found difficult to read then. But the important thing here is deserted house. And you see, my blood turned cold like the moon. Now, Kamala Das, you see, after the death of her grandmother's, did not like to visit the house. After the death of her grandmother, Kamala Das did not like to visit that house. The house is the same. Location is the same. But the soul has gone. And her blood turned cold when she visited it, because the house itself was dead. એ મકાનનો જે આત્મા છે એ ગ્રાન્ડમધર હતા. ગ્રાન્ડમધરના મૃત્યુ પછી જ્યારે જાય છે ત્યારે એને કોઈ રિસીવ નથી કરતું. ત્યાં પ્રેમ નથી મળતો. ત્યાં પુસ્તકોની વચ્ચે સર્પ જે છે એ ચક્કર માર્યા કરે છે. So, the important thing is the death of grandmother. House is not important. That building is not important. Grandmother's presence is important. Grandmother જતા રહ્યા તો એ મકાન પણ કેવું થઈ ગયું? નિર્જન અને વેરાન. How often I think of going there to peep through the blind eyes of window or just listen to the frozen air. Now, again she says, no, she thought many a time to visit the house. કે જે ઘણી વખત મને એમ થયું કે ચાલો હું એ ઘરની મુલાકાત જાઉં અને શું કરવાનું છે, there to peer through blind eyes of windows or just listen to the frozen air. તેની એર કેવી છે, ફ્રોઝન થઈ ગઈ છે. જુઓ, frozen air is a symbol of coldness, no warmth, no love, no compassion. એ કહે છે કે હું ત્યાં જઈ અને બારીમાંથી અંદર જોઉં કે એની એર કેવી ફ્રોઝન થઈ ગઈ છે. When grandmother was alive, the place was warm. The place itself was alive, full of happiness. After the death of grandmother, it has become a cold place. And here, frozen air is a symbol of coldness, dampness. Warmth ન રહી, હૂંફ ન રહી, હૂંફ જતી રહી ગ્રાન્ડમધરના મૃત્યુ સાથે. Or in the wild despair, pick an armful of darkness to bring it here to lie behind my bedroom door like a brooding dog. House itself becomes dark, but again darkness is a symbol. Kamala Das, after the death of her grandmother, wanted to bring a handful of darkness from there. એને એમ થાય છે કે ત્યાં જઈ એક મુઠ્ઠીભર ત્યાંનો જે અંધકાર છે એ મારી સાથે અહીંયા લઈ આવો. Frozen air, darkness, these are symbols. Darkness, andhakar. We do not like darkness, remember. We always like light. And this darkness is internal darkness. The house has become dark, without love, without light. And it seems to Kamala Das that her internal world is also dark. કમલા દાસને શું થાય છે કે એનું આંતરિક વિશ્વ છે એ પણ અંધકાર ભર્યું છે. Who provided light? Grandmother provided light. When grandmother was alive, her existence was full of happiness. There was light, prakasha. But now, it seems to her that her entire existence is full of darkness. તેનું આખું અસ્તિત્વ છે, અંદરનું આંતરિક વિશ્વ અંધકારમય છે. અને એટલા માટે કહે છે કે નો, I wanted to bring a handful of darkness here. Here, the first part of the poem ends. Actually, this poem is not divided in part 1 and part 2, but till now, Kamala Das talks about her grandmother. Now she talks about her husband. She got married, and she was under the impression that she would receive selfless love from her husband. Her grandmother loved her in a selfless manner, pure love, and that love made the life of Kamala Das very happy, meaningful life, meaningful existence. But after the death of the grandmother, she ceased to receive love. She was in search of love, real love. Remember, most of us use this word in a superficial manner. આપણે બધા મોટા ભાગના આ શબ્દ જે છે એને સુપરફિશિયલ મેનરમાં ઉપયોગ કરીએ છીએ. ટ્રુ લવ ઇઝ સમથિંગ ડિફરન્ટ. નો, એનિમલને પણ પ્રેમની જરૂર છે. તમે એને થોડું જમવાનું કે આપો છો તો તમારી પાસે આવે છે. સો વી ઓલ રિક્વાયર લવ ટુ સર્વાઈવ. ઇટ provides us internal strength. It makes us stress free. When you realize that there is someone with you, someone loves you, someone will always support you in the times of crisis, it provides you a consolation. It makes you a stress free. It makes your existence meaningful existence. Otherwise there is a void. After the death of her grandmother, there was a sort of void in the life of Kamala Das. She got married. Her husband is a good husband, never treated her in a bad manner, never insulted her, never humiliated her, but one element was missing from their conjugal life. One element was missing from their married life, and that was pure and genuine love. Compassion and kindness were missing. So here Kamala Das, in the second part of the poem, bitterly criticizes the institution of marriage, where man and woman live together for many years, but it was a sort of formality. If married life is without love, if there is compassion and kindness are missing, that marriage is a futile marriage. That marriage is a useless marriage. And that is why Kamala Das criticizes the entire institution of marriage, because this institution is a tool, according to Kamala Das, to exploit women. Patriarchal society, male-dominated society in a country like India use the institution of marriage to stifle the voice of woman. This institution is used to exploit women. Kamala Das શું કહે છે? Try to understand. મેરેજનું જે ઇન્સ્ટિટ્યુશન છે, લગ્ન સંસ્થા, સ્ત્રી અને પુરુષ 30, 35, 40 વર્ષ ભેગા રહે છે, સાથે રહે છે, પણ એક્સપ્લોઇટેશન છે. સ્ત્રીનું શોષણ કરવા માટેનું આ ઇન્સ્ટિટ્યુશન છે. મોટા ભાગે સ્ત્રીને સફર કરવું પડે છે. એનું નામ પણ બદલાવી નાખવામાં આવે છે. એનું પોતાનું આખું જે આઈડેન્ટિટી છે, ઇન્ડિવિજ્યુઅલ આઈડેન્ટિટી, એવરી પર્સન હેઝ ઇન્ડિવિજ્યુઅલ આઈડેન્ટિટી. સો વુમન ઇઝ સપોઝડ ટુ મર્જ હર આઈડેન્ટિટી ઇન્ટુ ધી આઈડેન્ટિટી ઓફ હર હસબન્ડ. કેટલા બાળકો કરવા એ પણ હસબન્ડ નક્કી કરે છે. સ્ત્રી કે એક જ જોઈએ છે, તો કે ના 2 કે 3. સમજો તો 30-35 વર્ષ સાથે રહે છે, લાંબુ છે, પણ એમાં જે સેલ્ફલેસ લવ છે એ નથી. એમાં કમ્પેશન અને કાઇન્ડનેસ નથી. તો આ માત્ર ને માત્ર એક ફોર્માલિટી છે, ઔપચારિકતા છે, કે જ્યાં સ્ત્રી અને પુરુષ એક મકાનમાં સાથે રહે છે અને કમલાદાસના મત પ્રમાણે પુરુષ પ્રધાન સમાજ જે છે તેણે આ લગ્ન સંસ્થાનો ઉપયોગ ભારત જેવા દેશમાં, સાઉથ એશિયન કન્ટ્રીઝમાં સ્ત્રીના શોષણ કરવા માટે જ રાખ્યું છે. એન્ડ ધેર ઇઝ સમ ટ્રુથ ઇન ઇટ. રિમેમ્બર, Kamala Das is not entirely wrong. We are talking about no modernity. We say that we are living in the 20th century. We are living in an age of science and technology, and yet we have not given women their dues. Even today, remember, even today in India, women are not allowed to enter into some temples. They cannot visit some temples. Women cannot perform puja. Women who are in menstrual cycle are considered inauspicious. Widows are considered inauspicious. We have to change our mindset. We have to change our outlook on women. And you see, the next 4 or 5 lines are very important because here Kamala Das expresses her pain. Now she is disillusioned. There are 2 themes. તમારું જે ઇન્ટ્રોડક્શન આપેલું છે એમાં 2 શબ્દો છે, discontent and disillusionment. Discontent means dissatisfaction. જીવનમાં અસંતોષ અને disillusionment એટલે ભ્રમ છે એનું ભાંગવું. She lived in illusion. When she got married, she was in illusion. What was the illusion? She would receive pure and genuine love from her husband. Again, let me tell you, Kamala Das's husband never treated her badly. She was neither beaten, nor insulted, nor humiliated. But that relationship was a formal relationship. Kindness, compassion and love were missing. And remember, as a human being, not only human being but even animals, they too need love. And that is why in the beginning I told you that your parents love you in the most selfless manner. Your mother, remember, your mother doesn't tell that she loves you every now and then. તમારા માતા તમને દિવસમાં 5 વખતે કહેતા નથી તમને કેટલો પ્રેમ કરે છે. But she is willing to die for you. Your father is making tremendous sacrifice for you. That is love. તમારા પેરેન્ટ્સ, એક પેરેન્ટ્સનું ઉદાહરણ આપું. મેં તમને ગાંધી અને સુભાષના એક્ઝામ્પલ આપ્યા હતા. They loved the country and they died for the country and they did not expect anything in return. No? That was real love. તો તમારા પેરેન્ટ્સ જે છે એનું તમારા તરફ જે કાઇન્ડનેસ છે, કમ્પેશન છે, લવ છે, એ જેન્યુઇન છે, તમને સ્ટ્રોંગ બનાવે છે. So, Kamala Das became disillusioned after the marriage. Let us see. This is important. Remember, you cannot believe, darling, can you, that I lived in such a house and was proud and loved. Now she uses the word darling. Who is this darling? Her husband. She tells this that once she was loved by her grandmother, and this love made her very strong. This love made her very happy. This love filled her entire existence with light and radiance. No. Now, she was proud and loved. એના હસબન્ડને કહે છે એક સમય મારી ગ્રાન્ડમધર જે છે એ મને પ્રેમ કરતી. Actually, there is an irony. She wants to say that love is missing. She wanted her husband to love her as passionately and as honestly as her grandmother loved her. But to love someone in the most selfless manner is the most difficult task. It is not easy, very easy to say that you love someone. No, but very difficult. It is the most difficult task of life. I who have lost my way, now she has lost her way. Kamala Das says that she has lost her way. એનો એ કહે છે હવે હું મારો રસ્તો કદાચ ભૂલી ગઈ છું. Why? Because there is darkness. Whenever there is darkness, you cannot find your way. If you want to find a proper way, you want light. But in the previous line, she says her existence is full of darkness. આગળની લાઈનમાં આ બે શબ્દો મેં તમને સમજાવ્યા, એનો સિમ્બોલિક યુઝ, પ્રતિકાત્મક ઉપયોગ. ફ્રોઝન and darkness. She is lost. She is lost because of the lack of love. Love brings light with it. This light dispels the dark clouds of ignorance and darkness. She has lost her way because her existence is filled with darkness. She wants light, light of love. એના હસબન્ડને કહે છે. And now what is her condition? Beggar. She is just like a beggar. I who have lost my way and beg now at a stranger's door to receive love, at least in small change. Stranger's door. Who is a stranger? Husband is a stranger. Now she is standing at the door of a stranger, just like a beggar. And what does she want? Love in small quantity. આજે એ કહે છે હું એક અજાણ્યા વ્યક્તિના ઘર પાસે ઊભી છું, ભિખારીની જેમ, થોડાક પ્રેમ માટે. Give me love in a very small quantity. There the poem ends and there is a question mark. You see, the poem ends with a question mark. At least in small change. I have given you everything. Give me love. The last 3-4 lines are very important because it throws ample light on the condition of married women in India. They lose their identity after marriage. Women are not allowed, in majority of the cases, women are not allowed to pursue their dreams and their aspirations after marriage. And the most important element, no, marriage છે લગ્ન જીવન એ જો માત્ર ફોર્માલિટી જ હોય, હસબન્ડ અને વાઈફ વચ્ચે એક પ્રકારની આત્મીયતા નથી, બેટર નોટ ટુ લીવ ટુગેધર. ઇટ ઇઝ નથિંગ બટ એ hypocrisy. આ એક દંભ છે કે હસબન્ડ અને વાઈફ કહે છે કે 35-40 વર્ષથી અમે સાથે રહીએ છીએ, બટ there is no mutual love and affection and kindness. It disappears after 2, 3, 4 or 5 years of married life. Then what is the use of living together? So here Kamala Das bitterly criticizes this institution of marriage. Her grandmother loved her, and that love filled her existence with light, happiness. But that woman died, and with the death, the love also disappeared. She was in search of love. She wanted someone to love her. She got married. But after few years of married life, she realized that the genuine warmth, genuine love was missing from their married life. They are living together as husband and husband and wife, but that was merely a formality. It was a hypocrisy. So here, in the second part of the poem, Kamala Das criticizes the institution of marriage. According to her, male-dominated society or patriarchal society uses this institution as an instrument, as a tool to control women, to exploit women, and that is why she criticizes it. She protests, she raises her voice against the patriarchal society. Okay, so this is the theme, remember it. Next time we will discuss questions. No, we will do some exam oriented work. Till then, goodbye and take care of yourself.